Too, where Johnny Sparrow got his first taste.
We tried it by itself at first, and I think we all just kind of stood there silent because no one knew how to describe it, but the strawberry.
미국 뉴욕에서 잘 나가는 셰프였던 한 요리사가 한국, 그것도 서울이 아닌 담양으로 향했습니다. 70대 한 여인을 만나 뭔가 배우기 위해서였다고 하는데요. 대체 뭐였을까요? 영상으로 확인해 보시죠.
From K-pop and K-drama to K-town, America has fallen in love with Korean culture, and that includes K-food, with its unique range of spicy sauces. This morning on The Dish, Elizabeth Palmer takes us to rural South Korea to meet a legend of the Korean sauce world and her American guest, who is somewhat of a legend, too.
Deep in the countryside, row upon row of handmade clay pots called ongi fill the Ko family's yard, which is also headquarters of the Korean Traditional Food Company. The seasons change here, but little else does. Nature sets the pace. Sundo Ki is both founder and matriarch. Today she has a guest from Washington, the American chef, Johnny Sparrow. For him, Mrs. Ki has decided to lift the lid on the family's pride and joy. Soybeans slowly fermenting with water and bamboo salt.
Oh, wow.
These are the magic ingredients that anchor Kisundo's line of signature sauces and pastes.
It's like the perfect combination of like sweet and savory and, oh wow, super aromatic.
The alchemy of unhurried fermentation unlocks rich flavors in the family's zhang. That's the catch-all term for those delicious dark soy sauces and earthy bean pastes that give Korean food its range and pizzazz. Sundo Ki's zhang is some of the very finest, and Sparrow's here to see how it's made. He's on something of an enforced break after disaster struck last August. His Michelin-starred restaurant, Reverie, burnt down.
Does it hurt to think about it now?
We lost like literally everything. So books, knives, wine, everything.
It was devastating and left him with a stark choice.
There's two paths that I could have taken. The negative route that probably would have taken me to a place that I don't know where I would have gone or how I would have come back, or looking at it as an opportunity to really reshape what I want the restaurant to be.
Reverie 2.0 is poised to rise from the ashes.
One of my investors said, get the restaurant open and then go to therapy.
This is therapy of sorts, exploring Korea, seeing, tasting, and cooking up a storm with the Australian chef Joseph Litterwood at his Michelin restaurant Yvette in Seoul. It's a time of reflection for a man who, after years of hard work and harder partying, has now started a family and cleaned up his act.
Giving up alcohol was a big deal for you.
Yeah, I think so, because I've had a lot of people ask how I did it. How did you, Johnny Sparrow, just stop drinking? Because I had a little bit of a reputation. I had a lot of fun. But do I want to be in my 50s, hanging out at a bar with line cooks, beers and shots, lined up, and just being numb and not feeling anything?
The answer was no.
Yeah.
These days, sober, he's up for anything, including washing the soybean blocks called meju. They're then wrapped in twists of straw and hung to gather organisms from the air to kickstart fermentation. There are no artificial ingredients here, and no shortcuts either. Once the first zhang of the new year is done, the Ko family gathers to offer rice cakes and wine to the god of the clay pots, Chul Yung, and ask him to protect the fermentation. Divine benevolence, a deep respect for tradition, and Sundo Ki's taste and experience underpin this business, which she founded with her late husband in 1992. Now 74, she's been named Grand Master of Traditional Food Culture by the Korean government. And she's agreed to show me how the chili paste known as gochujang is made. It takes soy, both ground and homemade sauce, plus rice, malt syrup, and chili powder.
How did you know how much chili to put in?
정량 있지. 이 정도면 넣어도 되지 여기다가.
She just put just a right amount.
The right amount, okay. I shouldn't have asked.
저희는 다 옛날
It's been done like this for 370 years, she tells me, and those are the products we sell today. With one exception. 14 years ago, Grandmaster Key suddenly went off-piste and added local strawberries to her classic gochujang.
It's a big step, right? Because you're messing with tradition here.
담양
But it was a hit at home and stateside too, where Johnny Sparrow got his first taste.
We tried it by itself at first, and I think we all just kind of stood there silent because no one knew how to describe it. But the strawberry stuff was like so complex, and it just lingers in like the most pleasant of ways.
Sparrow incorporated it into Reverie's previous menu long before he met its inventor. And today they're collaborating on a fresh batch, on the verge of exciting challenges. For him, a new restaurant. For her, a U.S. sales office, both inspired by their reverence for craftsmanship, family, and fine food. For CBS Saturday Morning, I'm Elizabeth Palmer in Damyang, South Korea.
Wow. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I mean, you really see the respect that goes into every single little drop of that. I mean, 370 years old for the oldest soy
I
sauce
know,
there.
and you know, just the right amount.
Yeah. No real recipe, just eyeball it.
What is, okay, so what are we tasting?
So I think what we have here is that strawberry gochujang that Elizabeth was talking about here. And it's supposed to be sweet, which I've never had before. Or sweet and spicy.
It's very good.
Yes.
It's just the right amount of spice, if you ask me. It's delicious.
That's very good. Oh, it is spicy. It has a kick to it, which is why the cucumber is also supposed to help cool it down.
무려 50년 동안이나 된장을 비롯한 한국의 전통 장을 담그며 전통을 이어가고 있는 기순도 명인. 그녀는 한국전통장 보존연구회의 이사장이자 대한민국 식품 명인 제35호로 지정되기도 했습니다. 한국의 종갓집 비법을 무려 50년 넘게 유지하고 있죠. 그녀의 제품은 심지어 미국 대통령이 한국에 내한할 때도 사용됐으며 전 세계 미식의 중심이라 일컬어지는 프랑스의 최고급 백화점 봉마르시에도 입점돼 있습니다. 기순도 장인의 제품은 한국에서도 까다롭게 유통처를 고르기로 유명한데요. 모든 작업이 수작업이라 생산량이 많지 않기 때문입니다. 이 백화점의 MD는 우연히 기순도 장인의 간장을 맛본 후 엄청 놀라 프랑스에서도 재료를 구할 수 있으니 현지에서 만들어줄 수 있느냐는 황당한 부탁마저 했다고 하는데요. 뿌듯한 건 저뿐만이 아니겠죠? 오늘 영상도 재밌게 보셨다면 구독과 좋아요 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.